So, my fellow seekers of literary wonders, grab your favorite blanket, find a cozy spot, and get ready to lose yourself in the captivating worlds of short stories. There's a small town nestled deep in the forest, surrounded by towering trees that block out the sun. It's said that strange things happen here at night, under the light of the full moon. Legend has it that a werewolf roams the streets, preying on unsuspecting victims who dare to venture out. The locals whisper about the creature's razor-sharp claws and how it can tear apart a man with ease. The people of the town have learned to live in fear, always looking over their shoulders and locking themselves inside their homes. At the first sign of dusk, but one young woman refused to let fear control her. Emma was a free spirit, always eager for adventure. One night, as the full moon rose high in the sky, she decided to explore the forest surrounding the town. She wandered deeper and deeper into the woods, feeling a sense of unease wash over her as the trees grew thicker and the shadows darker. Suddenly, she heard a sound, a low growl, coming from somewhere just ahead. Emma froze, heart racing, as the growl grew louder and closer. She knew she was in danger, but her feet were rooted to the spot. And then the creature emerged from the shadows, a massive, snarling werewolf with eyes that glowed bright yellow in the moonlight. Emma thought she was done for, but instead of attacking, the creature simply stared at her. Slowly, Emma raised her hand, offering the beast a gentle touch. To her surprise, the werewolf nuzzled into her palm, purring softly. It was as though it had been waiting for her all along. From that night on, Emma visited the werewolf every full moon, bringing it treats and keeping it company. Eventually, the creature began to trust her enough to transform back into a human during their visits, and the two became the best of friends. Emma's courage in the face of fear had not only saved her life, but had also broken the cycle of fear and violence that had plagued the town for generations. The werewolf was no longer a monster, but a protector of the forest and all its inhabitants. And so, every full moon, Emma and the werewolf roamed the forest together, bringing joy and peace to all those they encountered. The people of the town still whispered about the creature that lurked in the shadows, but they no longer feared it, for they knew that it was not a monster, but a friend. As Emma continued to visit the werewolf, she noticed that the creature seemed to be growing weaker with each passing full moon. Its fur was thinning, its eyes were dimming, and it seemed to be in constant pain. And then she found it, a forgotten legend about a mysterious figure known as the forest healer, said to possess the power to cure any ailment or injury suffered by the creatures of the woods. With newfound hope, Emma set out to find the forest healer. She wandered deeper into the forest than ever before, following a trail of strange, glowing mushrooms that led her to a hidden clearing. There, she found a frail old woman, dressed in rags and surrounded by a swirling vortex of magical energy. The woman introduced herself as the forest healer and explained that she had been waiting for someone like Emma to come to her. The healer listened to Emma's story and promised to help the werewolf. She led Emma back to the town, where they found the creature lying in a pool of its own blood, barely conscious. With a wave of her hand, the healer healed the werewolf's wounds, restoring it to full health, and then, to Emma's shock, the healer transformed into a werewolf herself, revealing that she was the creature's long-lost mate, separated from him by a curse that could only be broken by the power of love. Together, the two werewolves roam the forest, protecting it and all its creatures from harm. Emma returned to the town, changed by her experiences, and devoted herself to spreading the word of the forest healer, so that others might find hope in the darkness. And so the town lived in peace, its people no longer afraid of the creatures of the forest, knowing that they had a hidden savior watching over them all along.